Hey there, this is Amelia here. Welcome to Amelia's crossdressing story. Today we are going to share a story called Trip to Paris Part 32. By Teddy. For more interesting and exclusive stories, please subscribe to my channel and support me at Patreon. They sat there, with him holding her, as she tried to calm herself down. Finally she was able to talk, and she told him the story. Ariane stopped by today, and she was upset. She told me that she and Henri had a big fight. And it started over our kiss, and that she had told him that she was curious about making love with a girl. I was upset because I had introduced them to Jamie. But she told me that she had always been curious about girls. One thing led to another, and we made love. I'm so sorry. And she started crying again. Honey, Jason said, relax. It'll be all right. No. No, it won't. I don't know if I ever want to see Ariane again. Easy. This wasn't like what you and Amy had. Was it? No. Amy was more of a comforting thing for me, taken a little too far. Ariane seduced me. I think she is really in love with me. In love with you? Yeah. Just the look in her eyes, and how she said things. I guess I was just too accepting of her kiss in Paris. I actually told her I liked the kiss. You liked the kiss? Yes. As a girlfriend kiss, not a lover's kiss. But I think she meant it as a lover's kiss. How do you feel about what happened today? I'm not sure. My love for Ariane is like a sister. Afterwards I felt sick. I had cheated on you, and it was wrong. Ronnie started to cry again, and Jason held her. And he whispered, love. Things happen. I still love you very much. And nothing has changed between us. You're everything to me. You and Ariane are very close, and it just happened. You really still love me? Yes. Very much so. You go clean up, and I'll finish supper. Then we'll talk more. All right. I guess. They sat through dinner, nothing was said, and Ronnie just played with her food. Afterwards, they sat on the couch, Ronnie's head on Jason's lap. He stroked her hair, and he could tell she was thinking. Finally he said, talk to me? I'm so sorry that this happened. And I was so afraid that I was going to lose you when I told you. Lose me? I love you too much. You were honest with me, and didn't hide it. But I feel so bad. Honey. It just happened. Maybe a one-time thing. I don't think so. At least on Ariane's part. Why? Just the way she was. The way she talked, acted, and looked at me. What about her and Henri? I don't know. Maybe I should talk to him? You think that would be a good idea? Maybe if I'm careful on how I approach it. Just be careful. I will. After they had gone to bed, Ronnie rolled over and looked at Jason, and said, do you really still love me? No, Jason replied. No? No. I more than love you. Even after today? Yes. Why wouldn't I? Because I cheated on you. If it had been a guy, then it might be different. Don't let this get to you. Why do you love me? You are a caring, loving person. A special person. And you put up with me. You are so wonderful. She kissed him, cuddled up close to him, and fell asleep. He laid there, and just held her. The following evening Ronnie made a phone call. Hello Henri, it's Ronnie. Is Ariane home? That's right, she's at her mom's. I forget that she goes over there on Tuesday evenings. How's everything? Good. I was a little worried that the Paris thing was going to be a problem. Really? You had a good, long talk about it. So did Jason and I. I'm glad that you didn't have a problem with it. Jason didn't either. It was just one of those things. She told you that? She told you she was curious about girls. No, that kiss was the first time that she ever did anything like that. And I've never sensed anything. Well, I'm glad everything is fine. We need to get together soon. I'll tell Jamie. Tell Ariane I called and that I'll talk to her soon. Bye. Ronnie hung up the phone, turned to Jason, who'd overheard the whole conversation, got a very disgusted look on her face, and said, "That little bitch. She and Henri didn't have a fight. She lied to me. She came over here to seduce me. I bet she figured, because I returned her kisses in Paris, that I was interested." Calm down, love, Jason said. So, Henri said that everything is all right with them? Yes. He said they talked about it. And Ariane did tell him that she was curious, but she would never act on it. I am just so mad. Ronnie sat next to Jason, cuddled with him, and didn't say anything more. Jason figured that it was best not to say anything until Ronnie did. But he was worried about what she was thinking. Finally, Ronnie sat up, swung around so that she was straddling his lap and looking directly at him. And said, "You love me. Right? You know I do. Will you help me do something? It's not illegal, is it?" "No. I just don't trust Ariane anymore. I want something on her. So that I can end this. So that I can be rid of her." "Why? What does she know about you?" "Us? Oh. There are people that you don't want finding out about Jamie. Isn't there? Well. There are people that wouldn't understand, and it might make life a little difficult. So. If we have something on her. If I can get her to talk. Then I could just hit her with it and tell her to get out of our lives, or else. What are you thinking? I know when she left here, that she wanted to get back together again. Wait. You're not thinking of doing it with her again? I'd do anything to get rid of her. After I get her to talk. Whoa. You are mad. But, will it be enough to get rid of her? You'd better believe I'm mad. I hate to be used and deceived. Especially this way. If I can get her to talk, I'll use it to make her understand I don't want her around anymore. How could we record what happens and what's said? Well. There are miniature video cameras and microphones. And maybe we could set something up. But you are really willing to crawl into bed with her again? Yes. It'll probably be the only way to get her to talk. She'll relax and feel comfortable telling me things if I ask the right questions. How soon can we do this? Are we in a hurry? You bet. The sooner we get this over, the sooner we can get back to normal. Let me talk to some of the people at work tomorrow. What are you going to tell them? I'm not sure. Maybe that we want to set up a short-term surveillance because we think that someone is getting into the flat when we're gone. When Jason came home the following day, he found Ronnie in the kitchen, and as usual, he gave her a kiss on the neck. She looked over her shoulder and smiled. Then he said, "Jacques, from work, is stopping by tonight." Tonight? He plays around with video recording equipment. I told him that we thought someone was getting into the flat about once a week. That we had noticed that things had been moved, but nothing had been taken yet. And he said that he had the stuff to set something up for us. Great. The sooner this is over, the better. Just after dinner, Jacques arrived, and it took him about an hour to place 3 cameras. One in the living room, one in the bedroom, and one in the kitchen. All 3 had built-in microphones. He said that the recorder would record all 3 cameras at the same time on CD, and they would be activated by a motion detector so that there wouldn't be any wasted recording. He showed Jason how to use the equipment, how to play back the recording, and copy it. Ronnie poured all 3 a glass of wine, and they sat for a while talking about the break-in, and what to do if they did record anyone. After Jacques had left, Jason asked, "Are you sure you're going to do this?" "I hate her. She lied to me. She used me. You're damn right I'm going to do it. But it means making love to her again. Not love. There's no love between us anymore. It'll just be sex. Boy, I'm really glad that you're not mad at me. Lover. I could never be mad at you. Ronnie cuddled up with Jason and started seducing him. It wasn't long before they were into one of their long sexual encounters. Later, as they lay cuddled together on their bed, she said, "As soon as possible." As soon as possible. What? He asked. I want to do this thing with Ariane as soon as possible. And I'll bet that I'll have to drink a bottle of wine first. I'm really surprised that you're going through with it. Love. I have to do this. And do it tomorrow. The next day, as Jason was leaving for work, Jason showed Ronnie how to start the equipment. They had moved the one camera from the kitchen to the bedroom and made sure that both cameras in the bedroom had a good view of the bed. The camera in the living room was set up to show the door and couch. Soon after Jason had left, Ronnie called Ariane. Hi, love. Yeah. I figured that you would have been back over by now. I miss you too. Well, I don't have any classes or work today. Really? You want to do that to me? Oh. It sounds like fun. 10 o'clock. Sure, that's fine. I can't wait. See you at 10. Love you too. After she hung up the phone, she thought, I'm going to be sick. I can't believe I said those things to her. She then called Jason and told him that Ariane would be at the flat at 10. He wanted to come home and hide, just in case something happened. But Ronnie told him no, that she could handle Ariane, and she wanted to get her to talk, so she was going to keep it sweet and nice. If it killed her. But he insisted that she call him as soon as Ariane left. That's all for now. See you in the next video. For more interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel, and for exclusive content, please join us on Patreon. Link in the comment.